Well, this is the big India Today exclusive. Both the Prime Minister Modi and Prime Minister of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu, have spoken exclusively to India Today. On camera, the two thanked each other as they visited Olga Beach. Take a listen.
We're alive. We're here on the beach. Two friends, India, Israel, and we went on a jeep.
Yeah.
But it's a future jeep. And Prime Minister, it's a pleasure to have you.
It's a gun mobile.
You can say whatever you want.
I'm very, very thankful to Bibi because the vehicle which I saw today, particularly in the natural calamity, when people are suffering for the drinking water, this is the very unique type of vehicle which can provide a drinking water and how to do the process. It's a very, very simple way. I'm sure this is a unique product. Thank you so much.
Toda rabah. Toda rabah.
So there you have both the Prime Ministers exclusive first on India Today. Let me go across to Gaurav Sawant, India Today's executive editor, who is joining us. Gaurav, the bonhomie quite apparent in this clip, which is with India Today. And what's more interesting, both the leaders smiling and talking about cooperation between two countries to resolve the water crisis.
So there is tremendous chemistry between Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, both actually going out of the way to make this trip a big success. It's beneficial for both of them. How will it benefit both the countries is something that they're exploring. The road ahead, a concrete game plan is to be prepared. A concrete strategy has to be prepared by the 1st of January 2018 and has to be implemented in the times to come. And together they're talking about how it benefits the rest of the world. We'll come to each aspect, but let's talk about desalination. This is one area where Israel has done tremendous work, not only by converting a desert land into very, very fertile land, good for agriculture, but also converting seawater into water, not just fit for agriculture, but also for drinking. And Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, they drank that water, something that could be immensely beneficial for farmers across India, especially the coastal belt. We have a huge coastline, 6,700 kilometer long coastline from west to east, and this can be immensely beneficial in the states of Maharashtra, in the states of Gujarat. There have been droughts, there has been water crisis. Better water management is one area where the two countries are cooperating very, very closely, Devina.
Absolutely, Gaurav, and let's take a listen in once again to this India Today exclusive and watch out for the camaraderie between the two Prime Ministers. Let's play that clip again.
We're here on the beach. Two friends, India, Israel, and we went on a jeep.
Yeah.
But it's a future jeep. And Prime Minister, it's a pleasure to have you.
It's a gun mobile.
You can say whatever you want.
I'm very, very thankful to Bibi because the vehicle which I saw today, particularly in the natural calamity, when people are suffering for the drinking water, this is the very unique type of vehicle which can provide a drinking water and how to do the process. It's a very, very simple way. I'm sure this is a unique product. Thank you so much.
Toda rabah. Toda rabah.
All right, Gaurav, I don't know whether you caught that or not, but that was actually Prime Minister laughing just when Israeli Prime Minister is talking about the Prime Minister's visit. He introduces him and I could hear him laughing as well. And this is important because it's not only the business of it, it's not only the politics of it, but it's actually about two world leaders sharing the bonhomie.
You're spot on there. And how does this benefit people? The Prime Minister spoke of it. You'd recall the 2002 Bhuj earthquake. That was a disaster. The Prime Minister was then Chief Minister of Gujarat. There was an acute water shortage. Now, we'd covered that earthquake and we'd seen the situation on ground. How do you get water to people who've been affected by a natural calamity? The Prime Minister focused on natural calamity and how this beach buggy and how this entire process of desalination of seawater, making it potable, not for agriculture, but for drinking in this case. It's a simple process, the Prime Minister said. How affordable is it? Can it be done at a wide scale for a large number of people? Those are things that India is exploring at this point of time. There have been 2 MOUs. Just yesterday, there was an MOU earlier when the Israeli president came to India. President Rivlin came visiting. So this is something that the 2 countries intend to take forward. So while Devina, our focus does remain on military exchanges, counter-terror cooperation, cyber terrorism and cyber security, this is the real nuts and bolts of the relationship, and especially of this visit, where water management, water conservation, desalination, these are areas not just for coastal India, but in terms of water management and conservation, cleaning the Ganga River, a cooperation and agreement, an MOU between Uttar Pradesh and Tel Aviv, that's also extremely significant.
All right, thanks so much, Gaurav, for joining us. Let's also take our viewers through what's happened on the 3rd day of Prime Minister's visit. One, of course, we just showed you that he was at Olga Beach for the desalination unit that both Prime Ministers tried, but also, more importantly, was a solemn moment at Haifa Cemetery, where the Prime Minister honored the Indian soldiers who were martyred during World War I. The Prime Minister, who was accompanied by his Israeli counterpart, paid homage as he also laid wreaths at Haifa Cemetery. The Prime Minister also unveiled the plaque commemorating Major Dalpat Singh, who is a World War I hero. He also paid tribute at the memorial to remember Indian soldiers who laid down their lives while liberating the Israeli port city of Haifa during the war. Every year on September 23rd, the Indian Army also marks the Haifa Day.
Yeah.